Give everyone a minute to sign in. Hi everyone, I'm Tegan. Thank you for joining on this nice Sunday morning, or almost afternoon. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I sure did, and it's been nice to just clean up a little bit this morning and take a reset before Monday comes along. I'm excited to share with you guys today the products that I have given a shot from Verishop. I have fallen in love with these, and they've been becoming a daily sidekick for my healthy habits I'm trying to implement for 2022. That sounds really weird saying that now. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a few products. We're going to go over 5 total. I have the Solar Wave Advanced Skincare Wand right here. We're going to be using the Fellow Products Stag EKG Electric Kettle. And one of my favorite recents is the Mizuba Tea Company House Organic Matcha. And we are also going to share the Verishop exclusive Marrow Soft Goods two-tone duvet set, which has actually been one of my favorites. So, one moment. All right, so first I am going to share with you guys the Fellow Stag EKG Electric Kettle. This has been a great sidekick in the kitchen. I live in a tiny house, basically a glorified studio, and it's beautiful. I love my space, but I do have to make my small space work with items that are able to be utilized and also look very nice. This is a very nice, sleek design. It works amazing. I can get my water hot in under 3 minutes, and it doesn't take too much energy. There's a self shut off timer, which is great for safety reasons, and I have my kettle filled with some water that I'm going to be heating up to make my matcha this morning. So I'm just going to pop it on its base over here, and I'm going to click the start button. It's going to start up, and I just had plugged it in again, so it did reset, but it'll be just a moment. So on here there's a dial that you can choose the temperature, and I have it set to 212, and it's going to be heating up in just a moment. So I'm going to prepare the rest of my matcha, and I'm going to get that set up and share with you guys the Mizuba Tea Company that I have been indulging in. So this is Mizuba Tea Company House Organic Matcha. It is a great ceremonial grade matcha. It's not going to be your culinary grade, which is what you'll usually find on the shelves in stores. I prefer to use this for my matcha because I like to use it to replace my coffee when I'm trying to not go crazy off of espresso. I know a lot of us probably have that same problem as I do, getting addicted to coffee. So I'm going to share with you guys the color. It's a beautiful bright green, which is what you're going to be finding with ceremonial grade matcha rather than the darker, more muted green that's going to be in culinary grade matcha. That's great for cooking and adding on garnishes on dishes, but this is going to be what you're going to want to make your tea with. So my hot water is almost warmed up. It's going to be a minute. And I'm going to I don't have the proper little matcha spoon, but I have this great little teaspoon that I've had since I was a kid, so it's kind of exciting to use. have a purpose for. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about, this company is great because the packaging is super sustainable. They actually use dissolvable packing peanuts, and I'm going to show you an example of that right here. Here they are. Don't want to drop them. And you could just pop them in some water, and they'll start to dissolve right in your hands. And they're safe to throw down the drain because they're not going to clog anything up. And just put it into the water. It's great. We're not adding any more styrofoam into the ocean, and I love being able to do my part where I can with that. So my hot water is ready. I'm going to turn off my Stag kettle, and I'm going to add about 1 to 2 ounces of hot water into my glass container. And there we are. Pop open my matcha. And the directions say to use 3/4 of a teaspoon, so that's going to be about 2 scoops of my little tiny teaspoon. There. 1 and 2. This tin is actually nice to have out on the counter daily because it's easy on the eyes. It doesn't feel like I have clutter out. It has a great appearance to it, nice packaging. And now I'm going to take my hand mixer and whisk up the tea. And you really want to get it nice and thorough so that there's no clumps in there. And it's looking great, nice and frothy. So my next kitchen gadget that I have been in love with, I can't live without my milk frother. I am going to be sharing the Smeg milk frother with you guys here, and it has a great deal going, $178 rather than the typical $210, which is a steal if you ask me. I personally already had a milk frother prior, and I'm going to be using mine till the end of its life, and Smeg will definitely be the choice I'm going with after. So I'm just going to show you how convenient the milk frothers are. So this morning I'm craving something a little bit more sweet, and I'm going to be adding the Barista Blend Califia oat milk to my milk frother with a little scoop of brown sugar to add a little bit of sweetness. So I'm going to take my container here, add my milk up to the line. Aside. I'm going to use my green teaspoon just for the brown sugar. Alright, so with these milk frothers, you're just going to fill to the fill line, add whatever sweetener or flavoring or powders you'd like to add. I have added protein powders before for like an MCT kind of bullet coffee. And you're going to pop it on its power base. And what's great with the Smeg frother, it will be heating your milk as well as getting it nice and frothy for your beverage. So that'll be just a moment. Here I'm going to add my matcha that we just made into my drinking cup. And these frothers really are so great because while they're frothing, you can be preparing the other parts of your meal and your beverage, and it was really a time saver to not have to use the hand frother, which I appreciate, and it adds the heat to keep your beverage warm rather than adding a cold froth milk, which is not as productive. So, just a moment here. And again, to you guys, I'm going to be presenting the Mizuba Tea Company matcha. So, as before, I shared with you, here's the Mizuba Tea Company matcha, and I'm using the House Organic, which is a great savory blend. It's a vibrant, creamy flavor. You only have to add water, which is great. You can choose to add milk if you'd like, but to make the initial base blend, you're going to be using water, which is easy. Always have on hand. So we used the 1 to 2 ounces of hot water, used a little hand frother to mix in 3/4 of a teaspoon with the hot water to make this nice, thick, almost pasty blend of matcha tea that I will be adding my frothed oat milk with brown sugar to. And the milk is ready, and I'm going to share with you guys here. Amazing. Oh, it's so frothy and great. And this is just going to make you the perfect cafe matcha latte. And it does seem to be pretty hot, so I'm going to give it a moment. I have a double-walled cup here, so it's not burning my hands, but you can see the beautiful color. This is what you're going to be getting from the ceremonial grade matcha rather than the culinary matcha. And I am going to give it a try in a moment. Very good. I am very happy with how this turns out every time. I'm amazed. I usually pay $6 to $8 for a latte like this at the coffee shop, so I'm very pleased to be able to make this myself at home. And I would say this is a great gift for any tea lovers, and it's always a good counter product to have ready to go. And that is the Mizuba Tea Company Matcha Green Tea. Great coffee replacement. So the next product I'm going to be sharing is the SolarWave Advanced Skincare Wand. This is something that I've been trying to implement as a healthy habit in 2022. I'm going to be taking care of my skin more. I know I still have my youth. I'm 25, but I have been having signs of aging come up, and I'd like to get a head start on that, and I wish I had began sooner because it really is a nice ritual to have to yourself, good self-care, and it makes you feel good and ready to take on the day or ready to relax and get a good sleep at night. So I have the one charging because I have been using it the past week. I have washed my face previously already, used my moisturizer, so my skin is moisturized. You don't want to be using this on dry skin. The wand reacts better if your skin is moisturized, so I'm going to go grab it off of the charger. The other thing I wanted to know, it does come in some great packaging. It is easy to open up, and they include a very informative getting started pamphlet. So if you need any other details, they show you how to open up and close the wand, and they also advise you do a patch test on your skin to make sure that you don't react poorly to it, which I doubt that could happen for anybody, but I will go and grab that and share with you guys. Okay, so the SolarWave Advanced Skincare Wand. Great, sleek design, very nice to hold. It doesn't have any on or off switches. It reacts to the touch of skin. So I'm going to turn this on just by touching it with your skin. To turn it counterclockwise, you're just going to pop it up there, and you're going to be ready for using your wand. I'm going to go over some of the benefits of the SolarWave Skincare Wand. I have them pulled up from their site. It's been very informative and helped me to educate myself on the benefits of red light therapy, vibration, and heat for your skin. of the benefits that you can get from your Solar Wave wand. You can reduce the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. You can reduce the appearance of dark circles, blemishes, and dark spots, which I do have some dark spots from previous acne that I really have seen improving, and some discoloration from my time spent out in the sun because that's where I like to enjoy my time. But I really recommend investing in one of the Solar Wave Advanced Skincare wands. Right now, there's a great deal, $126.65 through Verishop, which is great as opposed to the $150 you'd be spending elsewhere. So I'm going to take off my glasses and show you guys. You can start by just clicking onto your skin. Yeah, oh, there you go. Sorry, one moment. So just in nice motions. And it really is a nice tiny little bit of a tingle. There's zero pain. Anybody with a low pain tolerance like me will find that this is actually very enjoyable, as opposed to some skincare products that say they're supposed to hurt a bit when they work, but this you will not be having any issues with. And you can see the red light therapy going there and hear the vibrations. It is getting a nice subtle heat to it, which is amazing feeling. And the site does recommend that you can use a conducting serum such as hyaluronic acid, and they do sell in kits if you'd like to add that on, but any moisturizer will work great. So they say to get the most benefits from this, you want to be using it up to 3 times a week, which I found myself using it a little bit more because it's really an enjoyable practice to add into my daily skincare routine. I'm going to focus on the areas where I have lines that I've been trying to give the proper attention to. And when you are done, just shuts off automatically since it turns on with skin contact. To close the wand, you're just going to pop it back into its upright position, and there it is, ready to be back on the charger. This battery does have a great lasting life. You can use it up to 12 times with one charge, which is amazing because I typically forget to charge my electronics, but this is a great life on it. So again, that is the Solar Wave Advanced Skincare Wand. And it uses red light therapy, microcurrents, and therapeutic warmth with a vibrating massage to give you the benefits of reduced fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, and blemishes. So the next, I don't know where to get started with the Miro soft goods. I have spent hundreds of dollars trying to find the perfect bedding that does not irritate my skin. I do have sensitive skin, and I have always been drawn to the look of linens, and it's hard to find one that is not scratchy, doesn't get too many wrinkles, one that's more stiff. The Miro Soft Goods Verishop exclusive two-tone duvet has been all time for me. I enjoy my sleeping experience every single night because of it. I have the queen size, and the colors are amazing. It's a great sandy, warm tone on one side, and the other side is a nice crisp white. So I'm going to grab my matcha, and I'm going to take you guys over to see the setup. So I'm just going to go over the products that we spoke about today again. And first I'm going to go back over the Solar Wave skincare wand, which has been great for helping the reduction of fine lines, wrinkles, blemishes, and dark spots on my skin. We have the Mizuba Tea Company House Organic Matcha, which I went over my process of making with you guys earlier today, which has been a great addition to my healthy habits I'm trying to implement in 2022. The taste is so creamy, delicious, and great. You can enjoy just with water or with oat milk like I did. And I wanted to thank you guys all for joining me today. It has been great going over the products that have really been helping me through taking a reset this year and making sure that I'm indulging in self-care, giving myself a safe space to relax and enjoy my time with myself. Thank you guys.